Following the Israeli government's decision to ban travel by Representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, a number of figures, public figures on both the right and the left, came out in support of the Congresswomen and against what Benjamin Netanyahu's decision has been. So first, I want to start off with Kevin McCarthy, very well-known right-winger who has not been very friendly to these Congresswomen. Let's hear what he has to say.
The president told American advisors, including senior administration officials, that Congresswoman Omar and Tlaib should be barred from going to Israel. Any thought on that? Do you think the president had those beliefs?
I've never heard the president say that to me. But the one thing that should have happened, they should have come with their colleagues. They should have come together where they could have a meeting with Israel, with the Palestinian Authority, with those who were running against Bibi at the same time. You would get every view that you wanted to see. As long as you come with an open mind, open eyes, and open ears, I think you have a responsibility to come here to have an understanding.
So he says he never heard the president say it. It's okay, it's on Twitter, you can just read it. Okay, but it's surprisingly mild from Kevin McCarthy.
Mild, yeah, relatively speaking, right? Now, I always laugh at right-wingers arguing that the left needs to have more of an open mind and they need to be willing to listen to their opponents and work with their opponents. I mean, that has been one of the giant mistakes we've seen from the left wing historically in America. So the right wing never bends, right? The right wing is the one, is the group that refuses to ever compromise and makes the Democratic Party bend to their will. It's about time we make the Republicans bend to our will. So just a quick comment on that. But AIPAC even came out in support of the Congresswomen, which I applaud them for. I'm really glad that they did that. Let me give you some more information. David Harris, Chief Executive Officer of the American Jewish Committee, a prominent pro-Israel organization, said it disagreed with Netanyahu's decision, even though the group strongly opposes the views expressed by the two Congresswomen. And then you have Jeremy Ben-Ami, who is the head of J Street. This is the progressive Jewish organization. Now, J Street did not endorse or support either Congresswoman because of their stance in the BDS movement. But here's a statement from Ben-Ami. The very foundations of American and Israeli democracy are being called into question by President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu. If you're not allowed entry into a country because of your views, then we have reached the end of the ability to say the US-Israeli relationship is based on shared democratic values.
Wow, that's a super strong statement. So, but understand there's a giant difference between J Street and AIPAC. J Street's a wonderful progressive organization. AIPAC now has become a totally right-wing organization. That's why it's way more surprising, borderline shocking that AIPAC also said Israel was wrong. They said they strongly disagree with the BDS movement, as Anna pointed out, but they said, quote, we also believe every member of Congress should be able to visit and experience our Democratic ally firsthand. And then Nancy Pelosi weighed in. Now, normally Nancy Pelosi jumps in and says, you're right wing and Israel's right? But in this case, no, look at this, a topsy-turvy world. She said, as one who loves Israel, I'm deeply saddened by the news that Israel has decided to prevent members of Congress from entering the country. She also said, Israel's denial of entry to Congresswoman Tlaib and Omar is a sign of weakness and beneath the dignity of the great state of Israel. So nice, strong words from Nancy Pelosi, and I'm really surprised by that. And so great, that's good news. Hey, when you make strong statements and you stand up for fellow Congress people, credit where credit is due. And so it appears that now that even AIPAC and Pelosi and all the others have weighed in, Trump and Netanyahu stand alone in their obstinance and their actions against the United States Congress. And this is not what a democracy does. And unfortunately, Netanyahu and his right-wing government bring Israel further away from democracy every day that they're still in charge. By the way, that guy's a corrupt crook. And so I hope that the authorities in Israel do prove that it's a democracy and hold them to account. And maybe Pelosi can learn from that and hold Trump to account.
Like what you see? Click the subscribe button below and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another video from the Young Turks.